your name. So Asimi is our hardworking virtual travel committee coordinator in terms of all the programming. She does all the contacts. She makes sure that these things, the programs happen. And we thank you, Simi, for all the work you do for the committee and for ITHF.
It's fun.
And then we also have here Alicia, who's also a member of our committee. And myself, at this point, I am chairing the membership committee and the virtual travel committees. So we will be having Simi introducing our speaker very soon. We want to remind you to please remain muted while the speaker is on, so we can really listen to his program. And also, if you have any questions, please type them in the chat. And uppercase letters are better, so we can read them and identify them. And we will then, after the program, have a little a small group break, so we can kind of chit chat with each other. And hopefully this time, or we will be able to do it, maybe 3 or 4 people upper the group. And so here we go. It's all yours, Simi.
Thank you. And I would also like to acknowledge Siva Prasad, who is our administrator for the
I'm sorry.
and part of our committee. That's okay, Leah. With that, I would like to introduce Alonso to you. Now, most of you know Alonso, but just in case you don't know him, Alonso has been a Rotarian since 1990, serving as club president in 1996-97, and then district governor in 2006-2007 of District 4510 in Brazil. He joined ITHF in 2015 and is a very active member of ITHF. He serves as vice president of ITHF South America. He's a member of the virtual travel committee as well as the tour committee. Alonso graduated as a civil engineer in 1979, but his passion for travel made him become a travel agent in 2000. His company, Brazilian Travel, specializes in group travels to Brazil as well as Peru and Argentina. They've had more than 180 expeditions in 30 different countries. That is commendable. Alonso can communicate in 6 different languages, which is a great asset for his chosen line of work. Alonso is married to Vania. They got married in 1981 and have 2 sons, 1 daughter, and 4 grandkids. Vania is an arts teacher, and she's also a travel guide like him. Now, professionally, he is proud to say his travel agency theme is true. We travel with you. He's the kind of travel agent who guides the client personally. And from my own personal experience, he's a phenomenal travel agent. So I would go with him anytime. So over to you, Alonso.
Thank you so much, Simi. Also, I would like to thank you, Rotary and ITHF committee, for the opportunity to show you something about our job, especially in an expedition to Antarctica. Such is an amazing experience. Anyway, suddenly I'm going to the program. So guys, there you see the Patagonia program. So it's going to be 7 days. That's before the Antarctica program. So I call all of them as south of South America and Antarctica. So what's the best time to visit the south of South America? June to August is a very cold season, so it's our winter. So the warm and reasonable season is from November to February. Patagonia is exactly in the south of South America, part of Chile and part of Argentina. To reach the Tierra del Fuego, the south of South America, you must travel to Argentina, then cross Chile, then to reach Argentina side, as you can see here on the map. And I approach you better on this way there. You guys, sorry, I will come back. You guys would see the Ushuaia, the southest city in the globe. Our programs start in the city called El Calafate. El Calafate is about 3 hours flying south of Buenos Aires. To reach there, you guys must fly firstly to Buenos Aires, then fly Buenos Aires to El Calafate. We have there 3 days in Calafate. Then I explain to you what's the program there. Also 3 days in Ushuaia. In El Calafate, the main attraction is the Perito Moreno glacier. The Perito Moreno is a glacier that every year, instead to shrink as all the glaciers in the world, it's growing up, it's increasing. And of course, in the summertime, it reduced, but in the winter, they reach the other lake bank. That's the Perito Moreno. So the other day, we do the tour for the Argentina lake. The Argentina lake is the lake with the water from the melting water from the Andes, and it's the way to see the 2 big glaciers. Again, the Perito Moreno and the biggest one, the also biggest one in Argentina, and that one. The ice you see on the edge there felt in the top of the Andes 500 years ago. It takes about 500 years slicing down till to reach the lake. After 3 days in Calafate, we go to Ushuaia. We fly 1 hour from El Calafate to Ushuaia. Actually, there is a way to do that in a bus or in a car, but I strongly recommend you to fly, because to reach the south of South America, you must to cross Chile before. So you are in Argentina, you cross Chile, then you reach Argentina. There is no connection to the south of South America to Argentina. You have to go through Chile, through the Magallanes Channel. And there we see the train of the Tierra del Fuego and the National Park of Ushuaia. And we also see the southern city in the globe, the Ushuaia city, 3,218 kilometers from Buenos Aires. That's the kind of food you guys will eat there for sure, is the Cordero Patagonia. It's wonderful. That's another kind of, the meat in Argentina is amazing. That is beef chorizo and many others. Okay, after all the things we see in Ushuaia and El Calafate, we go to Antarctica. Antarctica starts to us in November 5th. November 5th, we board the cruise called World Explorer. And the company we work is Quark. Quark Company is a British company, and the ship called World Explorer. And on the program, I show to you which attraction we're gonna see every day. One thing is very important, that from Ushuaia here, right? From Ushuaia to Antarctica, we cross the Drake Passage. And the Drake Passage, it's 2 days navigating through between 2 oceans, the Atlantic and the Pacific. And after the second day, we reach the Antarctica Peninsula, and there we use all the expertise we have in the Quark to reach special lands and to see all the wildlife in Amazon, in Antarctica. That is the World Explorer cruise ship. And it's a ship for 172 passengers only, and the staff and crew, it's about 125 people, almost the same number. It's not a big cruise ship because to cross the Drake Passage it has to be strong and compact. Instead to have attractions like a normal cruise, we have special people talking to us about the environment and about Antarctica and all the wildlife in the area. And why I decide to go Quark? Just because we have a very good cruise ship and also a very expertise team teaching us everything about the place of Antarctica. It's very important, good equipment to reach Antarctica, because the cruise is not exactly as a regular cruise. It's an expedition. It's a very, there are many details involved in the attraction. That's the cruise ship, the World Explorer. Again, that's a kind of way to leave the boat and reach the land or the ice, as the Zodiacs. Also, it's very important to have a good equipment to do that, because there we are alone. We need to be a self-security. Again, the glaciers and the Zodiac. Inside the cruise ship, the structures is really, really amazing. The food and all the technical information Quark provide to us, it's really, really amazing. That's a kind of things you need to, when you go outside, you need to wear those clothes, of course. It's a gift for you after the program you guys take to your home, but it's a kind of clothes you use only there in the Antarctica. It's also possible to have some optional tours like kayaking or camping or many things different you can do. Even you can do a helicopter tour. In my point of view, it's very expensive. It's not all the cruise ship that provide the helicopter tour from the cruise ship to the land in Antarctica, but it's also possible to do that. It's very expensive, I advise you, but it's possible as well. Wildlife, it will be close to you all the time. Even some whales, it's possible to see the penguins and many others. So food inside the cruise is really, really amazing. They provide a very good, I know you are not there to eat, but it's important that when you return from the icy outside, that you have a warm food and very comfortable place, a good shower, and Quark will provide a very good experience to us. So again, all the conditions we offer, what is included in the program is the 6 nights in El Calafate, also Ushuaia, also the flight from El Calafate to Ushuaia on November 2nd, also 7 nights of hotel nights in Ushuaia and Calafate, 10 days in the Quark World Explorer cruise ship through the Drake Passage and also in Antarctica, 21 meals, many of them inside the Quark cruise ship, and all the transfer program for all the attractions, tickets also to all the attractions we mentioned in the program. We also have a guide speaking English, teaching you everything about the program and especially about the Antarctica. Price is not regular as you can see the normal cruise is a little expensive. I know that, but if the price per person in a double occupancy, it's close to 15,000 American dollars, and there is a very hard single supplement if you are not in a double occupancy, if you are alone in a room. But Quark also offer you a chance to buy the double occupancy and try to share with some other people. And we also can do that with the Rotarians to find a roommate to you in order to not spend the single supplement, because I know it's very expensive. The payment method could be by PayPal if you guys want, or you can make me a deposit in Europe or in America. We have a bank account, and that is free of charge for you. And how to pay? You will make the registration no later than November 28th. That will be our deadline. And the final payment you can do up to August 30th. You can make the plan you want to pay 1, 2, 4 times, or if you want to pay just in August 3rd, it's okay as well. Finally, I'm open for questions. I know I receive already many questions and I can answer for you guys. But if you have some questions, please, I'm here to answer you. If I don't, I can forward the question, especially for our team on Quark. Thank you so much for the opportunity, folks.
Alonso, go back to the payment, because I think you made a mistake in your saying the deposit was November.
It's February, I think.
Oh, sorry. Where is to?
When is the deposit, the 10%
Oh,
due?
the 10%. Sorry. The 10% deposit is on the registration. The deadline for registration is February 28th.
Okay.
In 5
So
days.
it's coming up.
And yes, that's pretty close. Of course, I could be flexible if you guys must you think, but not more than a week after February 28th. And the final payment has to be done no later than August 30th. And you guys make the plan that you want to do to pay till there. Okay, Stu?
Mhm.
So you will send an email for the registration? How do we do the
Yes,
registration?
yes. You guys come in contact to me in my email address or my WhatsApp number, and I will send to you a special form. You guys fill up the form and send it to me, and all the details we can manage directly to our client. If you are single, I know you, Stu, for example, you've been in our tour in Foz do Iguaçu in Amazon. You've been as a single, no problem. If you don't want to pay the single supplement, you apply as a double and bring your registration as a single, and we try to connect you to another person with the same wish to share the room in order to save the single supplement.
That's great. I think many of the people here on the call are interested in this and probably want to go. I will
Sure.
just say from my
Alonso,
research.
could you stop sharing, please? So you can see everybody together?
Yeah,
Thank
Okay.
you.
it'd be good.
Excellent.
I have been researching the trip to the Antarctica for about 2 years. And when my friend Alonso said, I'm going to do one, I said, this is very good. And I was waiting for the details. We have the details now. Quark Expeditions is a specialist in Antarctica. There are many companies that go down and touch Antarctica and come back, but they do a Argentina tour. I've reviewed several companies, and there are only 2 that, in my opinion, are the very best, and this is one of those two. And Quark offers other options. I considered going a longer trip all the way down to the circle, below the Antarctic Circle, 20 some days,
Yeah.
$25,000 to $35,000.
That's right. Yeah, it's too long trip. It's very
It's-
hard to spend so many time in that.
Yeah. And so, in terms of value, in terms of the experience, not only is it great for us to be together socially as people who like to travel and be with friends, but it's a great value.
Yes, it is. And what we offer in the program is 20% discount from the base price, plus if you are ITHF efforts, we also offer another plus. So everything you're going to receive in the program. And there is another thing we can manage. If you guys would have only the Antarctica cruise without the El Calafate and Ushuaia tour, we also can manage, and we can do only the Antarctica cruise to you. Of course, the price is going to be different. I strongly recommend that you guys can do all the program, because it's the amount you spend is very value. But if you guys decide to do only the Antarctica cruise, leaving from Ushuaia and return there, I also can manage to you, no problem. Just contact me and I will help you.
Let me see if I can talk my husband into doing just Patagonia, because we've already done the Antarctica cruise in 2015, and I must say it was a phenomenal experience.
That's great, Simi. I also can manage you if you decide to come only to El Calafate and Ushuaia. We can do that. And when we finish Ushuaia, you come back home, or you can do another thing in Buenos Aires or Mendoza. There are many things. There are many good things to see in Argentina, and I will be here to help you.
Let me see if I can talk my husband into it.
Okay. I know you are very good client. It's not the first time we travel together, so
Travel together, and we.
I know you trust in your travel agent.
Yeah.
Thanks for the presentation. I'm sorry that I have been there 10 years ago in Ushuaia and Antarctica with the different group. And my wife and I will be going the 24th, not with you. I'm interested to hear about it from you. I wish I heard about it before, but we already paid for the trip. So
Wonderful. Yeah, I hope you enjoy Walid.
Yes, on the 24th. So thank you very much for that
Great.
presentation.
Which company are you traveling to Antarctica? Which cruise ship?
It's with Viking.
Viking, okay.
Yeah, they have a special expedition, and
Okay.
it's a small group, so it will
Okay.
be good. But thank you very much. I enjoyed the presentation.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us, Walid.
Oh, thank you. Bye-bye.
When we did the Antarctica cruise, because it was a small ship, because there's an Antarctic treaty that only a certain number of people are allowed to disembark on the islands. So the smaller ships are the best way to go. And we were doing 2 Zodiac expeditions a day to different places. So I was will be the same.
In Quark, there is no limit for Zodiac travel. So, and the number of passengers is very few, and they extremely encourage you to go and see, and how many times you want to go, they will be there to help you. There is no extra
The
charge for
highlight
that.
of our trip was, in the end, they found an ice floe, and they stopped at the ice floe so we could all get off on it. And if you wanted to see adults behaving like children, that was the place.
Yes. So, Alonso, one thing that would be helpful is for you to provide a document that shows all the optional excursions and when they do them, and what the price is for each of those. Then we can see
Yes.
that extra
Yeah,
cost.
in that, when the people are interested to to know more about, I do that when I send. I also send optional tour. It's not too much too. It's only a kayak or stand-up paddle. I think it's like 4 or 5 attractions they offer as optional. All the rest are included in the package you buy. That's very important in Quark. They really offer you things. Many cruise ships, they offer you the chance to go there, and then they tell you, so you have 5 Zodiacs transportation. In Quark, you have as much as you can do. They really encourage you to go and step on there in Antarctica.
I personally will kayak for sure. I just being at the level of the water below the ice and seeing the wildlife is just a special experience.
Would
But I
be.
think I cannot do the stand-up paddle because I would be doing the fall down paddle.
And maybe the water is a little cold, Stu. I could advise you.
Yeah, just a little. I might consider the polar plunge. I did that in Oregon on the coast, but here it's like 28 degrees, super cold water. I don't know.
Hmm.
You are a
Anyway,
brave guy.
okay, folks. I know Siva is spread out for all the Rotarians, all the information about. If you guys are interested, please join me, ask me, and if you have questions, if you want to tell me your needs, we could manage a different tour for you as well.
Yeah. Do you know Sheena's still thinking of going?
She didn't mention nothing yet, but probably I think she's coming on the tomorrow meeting because it's
Because
not
of
the
the time,
time
yeah,
now, it's
the
not
time.
appropriate to her. Probably she's coming.
Okay.
Yeah. You may share the room to her as well. But don't worry, Ligia, I know you want to share the room with someone. Just apply yourself in the program, register yourself as a double occupancy, and we will find someone to share the room to you, no problem. Like I did choose too 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Send me the info.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Okay, no more questions.
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Alonso,
glad.
for putting.
I'm
Thank you
so
for
glad I
putting this
was
together.
clear. Thank you.